Damn.
Yeah, we good.
All that time.
Good. It wasn't number 11 minutes.
Damn.
It ain't number 11 minutes. We good. Can you hear us now? Can y'all hear us now? Anybody in here, let us know if you can hear us now. Well, it was on mute. They should be able to hear us now.
God.
All right.
Damn.
In fact, hold on, I'm about to pull it up on my phone.
God.
You know what? Let's go up under that covert. That's real right now.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna go across the street.
Across the street is close to your car. Yeah, it's dropping out. It's good right here.
All right, we good. All right, I can hear now. All right, Salaki for that. What we was, it started raining, and we started off and then we didn't have no sound, but we good, man. We instant season, out of season around here. All right, we can hear. I just heard it on my phone.
God.
All right, give me Psalm 92 and verse 11. All right. Here in Great Millstone, we were tied by the bed. We back out to the spirit and we prophesy through rain, sleet, or snow, man. All right? That comes with the territory. When you're a soldier and you go out against your enemy, guess what? It might rain, it might snow, it might have swelter and heat. You still gotta go complete that mission. You got it out?
I got
Bring it out.
this Psalm 92 and 11. My eye also shall see my desire on my enemies.
All right. How about Shimashai's enemies is our enemies? It's the wicked. It's 2/3 of our people in other nations. All right? And we're going to see the desire on our enemies. All right? What do we want to see? We want to see the so-called white man in chains and fetters. All right? We want to see him in hardcore slavery. We want to see what he's done to us, done to him. 2/3 of our people that come against the truth. We want to see them humble, dealt with however Yahweh Shema Shai sees fit, man. Bring it out, brother.
And my ears shall hear my desire of the wicked that rise up against me.
All right. And the wicked that rise up against us are the ones that are enmity with Yahweh Shema Shai and his word, man. All right? And if you don't see them fall, you're going to hear about it. If you don't see their calamities, you're going to hear about it. All right? This is the faith and the paces of the saints to get recompense. All right? Against all of those that are enmity with the word. You got a precept? All right? And this is what's going to happen when all hell breaks loose. We might as well bring out those other precepts because there wasn't no sound. Okay? So let's go back to what we started off at in Ezekiel the 7th chapter. All right? Start at verse 3.
I got some.
All right? And I'm going to say what I said before we noticed we didn't have any sound, man. All of these first world privileges here in America is about to be taken away. All right? First world privilege is if you step your foot on a nail, all right, you either got a vehicle to take you to a hospital, and the hospital pulls the nail out of your feet, gives you a tetanus shot, and they send you back home, and they bandage you and put oil and ointment on you. Okay? That's a first world privilege. And then let's say you live in the hood and you don't have a transportation. You press 911, tell you stepped on a nail, an ambulance is coming. They don't care if you have health care or not, and they're going to aid you. All right? The times we're living in, All right? It's not about to be no 911. You're going to call there, and you're going to get a busy signal. All right? You're going to get a busy signal. The so-called nigger woman and her assault, her verbal assault and disrespect to the so-called black man is about to be null and void because the only reason she's out of order, the only reason she do the things she do is because 911. Period. Period. If it wasn't for 911, the so-called black man woman would never talk shit. She would never rise up against her black man. All right? That's a trick of the enemy. She's about to lose that tool that she uses to come against her. All right? And this is how she's going to lose it. Bring it out, brother.
This is Ezekiel 7:3. Now is the now is the end come upon thee, and I will send my anger upon thee, and will judge thee according to thy ways, and will recompense upon thee all thine abominations.
All right, so a woman rising up against her husband is an abomination. All right? A man living according to Western culture, Western philosophy is an abomination. All right? The so-called white man ruling over the nation Israel is an abomination. All right? And this is why these first world privileges is about to get taken away. Bring it out, brother.
And my eyes shall not spare thee, neither will I have pity, but I will recompense thy ways upon thee.
All right, so the Most High, according to Isaiah the 19th chapter, he's going to put that perverse spirit here in Babylon in America. And what is that perverse spirit going to do? It's going to You're not going to be able to go to Walmart and get your Kotex, okay? All of these things you take for granted that are first world privileges is going to get taken away from you. Bring it out, all right?
And thine abomination shall be in the midst of thee.
And the Most High is doing it because they have made void his law. These are the things that happen when you make void his law. All right, our Heavenly Father, anger gets kindled. And when his anger gets kindled, he judges nations as a whole. All right? So America is about to be judged as a whole because their sins have reached up to heaven. All right? And he set this up by design so the elect to learn not to sin against him anymore. But now, hey, the jig is up. The bid is up. Get on Isaiah 51 and the second to the last verse in Isaiah 51.
All right, this Isaiah 51 and 22. Isaiah 51 and 22. Thus saith thy Lord, the Lord in thy power, Yahweh Shemashah, that pleadeth the cause of his people. Behold, I have taken out of thine hand the cup of trembling.
All right, so all of this hell that the nation of Israel is going through, they elected him. All right, how about Shemashah is taking it away from him? All right, his elect. All right, the first way he's taking it away from you is by restoring you this knowledge. All right, by giving you the truth of the scriptures. All right, by revitalizing you with the breath of life so you know who you are, and you know how to conduct yourself. All right, so when you do that, you're getting back in his good grace, and he's taking that cup of trembling away from you. Bring it out, brother.
Even the dregs of the cup of my fury.
All right, so all of this pain and hurt that we've been feeling over here, Yahweh Shemashah is taking it off his elect men. Bring it up.
Come. Thou shalt no more drink it again.
All right, so we're not going to have the so-called white man ruling over us again. We're not going to have the nigger woman getting in your face talking shit and defiantly to you. All right, you're going to have full control of your household. You won't have to answer to the heathen for nothing. Bring it out, brother.
But I will put it into the hand of them that afflict thee, which have said to thy soul, bow down, that we may go over.
All right, so everything that happened to us over here, this nation, America, they're about to drink the same cup we had to drink of. They about to start getting spoiled, subdued. All right? Their children are about to start dying in the streets. Their women are about to start getting raped and ravaged. Okay? That cup is about to go to them. All right? All of the pressure of not being able to pay your bills, so on and so forth. That's about to happen to them. Bring it out, brother.
Son. But I will put it like it, which have said to thy soul, bow down that we may go over, and thou hast laid thy body as the ground, and as the street to them that went over.
And that's a metaphor of how they oppressed us, man. All right? They told us bow down so they could go over. That's just handling your property like trash. Man, get your ass down. Let me walk over you. Make a human bridge. All right? And then, and that's metaphorically speaking. That's them making us serve them. All right? That's them making us hewers of wood and drawers of water. Slaves. We're going to do that same thing to them. All right? We're going to do the same thing that they have done to us. That's the patience and the faith of the saints, man. All right? And what's going to kick that off is civil unrest. That's what's going to kick it off. Civil unrest. Give me second Ezra 15 and 14. Okay?
Oh, I had a precept for you.
Bring out the precept.
Isaiah 47 and 1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon.
All right, so the dust represents confusion. All right, and being in the dust represents the lower state. So that the high and mighty Lady Liberty, Yahweh Shema Shai is about to bring her down. All right, Isaiah 14 say, hell is going to meet thee at thy coming. Their pump is about to be brought down low. All right, and we're about to live to see it. This is the generation that's going to see it. Bring it out, brother.
Sit on the ground.
Yahweh Shema Shai say, get up off your throne and get on the ground, man. Get on the ground now. How them cops tell you? Get on the ground now. Yahweh Shema Shai is about to put America on the ground. Bring it out, brother.
There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans.
Right, he's dethroning them. The daughter of the Chaldeans is America. The so-called white man in power, he's about to be put in a position of servitude. All right? This first world country is about to be a third world country overnight. Bring it out, brother.
For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Take the millstones and grind meal. Uncover thy locks. Make bare the leg. Uncover the thigh. Pass over the rivers.
That's the how about Shema Shai exposing America for all of her wickedness. All right? That's the Most High showing all of the nations under the sun and all of the inhabitants of the earth that this place ain't shit. This place, all of the atrocities is committed, all of the lies he put in the earth was against him, and this is why all of y'all going to get judged. Because it's written in Revelation 18 chapter, and the nations were angry. The nations are going to be angry because they followed this whore. And this whore came up with that great tumult to try to make Israel cease Israel from becoming a nation. All right? The other nations follow suit. So they about to drink up this cup of trembling that she about to drink up. Bring it out, brother.
Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man.
And that's what our great king gonna do. All right? In Zephaniah the 3rd chapter, it tells his servants to rise up till he rise up to the prey. America's gonna be a prey. All right? And he's gonna be a hunter. The destroyer of the Gentiles coming forth to make the land desolate. All right? And before he hits the planet Earth, guess what he's going to do? It's no different than army. An army, when it goes to war. All right? Before America put soldiers' feet on the ground, what do they do with their Air Force? They drop bombs to soften up the targets. Okay? They just bomb the fuck out the bitch. Then they put foot on the ground. All right? Jacob's trouble, the hour of temptation, that's going to be our great king softening up the targets. Even though he don't have to do that, but it's going to be great death on the planet Earth before he even make it here. get brother about all the beautiful precept. Get Revelation 14 and 10. You got something?
Yeah, I got that second Ezra 15.
All right. Bring out that Revelation 14 and 10 first.
This Revelation 14, Revelation 14 and 10.
No. Start at verse 9. Start at verse 9.
Revelation 14 and 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh Shema Shah.
All right. So that radio frequency identification chip, the Quran, that MOTB is the acronym for it. All right. If you get that mark that you read about in Revelation the 13th chapter, all right, it's no hope for you. No hope. You're a dead man. You're a dead man or woman walking. All right. And the prudent man perceives that evil, and what he's doing, he's preparing himself for those times so he can get through it. All right. And the only way you're going to get through that time is you got to be built up on your most holy faith. Get verse 10.
Which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb, Yahweh.
All right. So the most our great king is going to let this place get new, and he's going to come back with that destroying wind, with that blast, all right, with that tempest, that controlled fire that you read about in 2nd Ezra 13th chapter, and he's going to be letting the chariots shoot those laser beams, all right, disintegrating people, turning them in their ass. The nuclear missile, that left-handed power is going to be liquefying people, and when a chariot hits you, it's going to just disintegrate you in the ass. It's going to turn you into powder. All right, bring it out, bro.
Verse 11, and the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name.
All right, and that's the judgment written. But before you get to that, all right, that's going to be the climax of Yahweh Shem Shai's torture to the so-called white man. All right, but before you get to that, all right, you want to have that civil unrest and all hell breaking loose. Bring that out, all right?
This 2nd Ezra 15 and 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein.
All right, woe means destruction to you motherfuckers. And he say the world, all right? He's not talking about his elect men and women, all right? He's not talking about the apple of his eye, his beloved, all right? He's talking about everybody outside of the temple, all right? Everybody outside of the house of David. Woe to you, destruction to you, judgment upon you. Bring it out, brother.
For the sword and their destruction draw nigh.
All right, and when they say the sword and the destruction draw nigh means soon. It's about to happen very soon. All right, and to be specific, it's going to happen in this day and time, in this lifespan. All right, we're going to see all these things, all these calamities happen in this day and time. Bring it out, brother.
And one people shall stand up and fight against another.
Come on.
And swords in their hands.
And you call that civil unrest. That's what's coming to America. That's what's gonna turn America from a first world country to a third world country overnight. All right, because when a person here in America jump up to fight with swords in their hand, who normally comes? The police. They come to do what? Bring order. All right. In this day we talking about, when everybody's coming to bring order, those people gonna get destroyed their damn self. These motherfucking bitches in these pickled and blue suits, these cops, all right, they judgment coming too. Their judgment is gonna be in this. Yahweh Shem Shai is about to judge them for all the innocent blood they slain. Okay? So it's gonna be no order. All right? Bring it on, brother.
For there shall be sedition among men and invading one another.
All right? There's going to be sedition among men. Civil unrest. All right? When you have sedition here in America, you normally have the government coming to bring order. All right? This is talking about this place turning into a third world country where when this sedition is going on, it ain't going to be no order. All right? And the only way you survive it, Yahweh Shema Shai has to be with you. You got to have that mark of exemption on you. All right? That's why I say the prudent man perceives and he prepares himself. If you're not preparing yourself, when this sedition comes, it's going to take you away with it. When that overcoming scourge comes, you want to be drawn away with it. Bring it out, brother.
They shall not regard their kings nor princes.
All right, so they ain't going to be worried about a cop. The day is coming, but these Americans is not going to be worried about no cops, man. All right, bring it up.
And the course of their actions shall stand in their power.
All right, it's going to be, they're going to decide what's right and wrong. Here in America, the law tells you what's right and wrong. And if you break the law, you get dealt with severely. All right, but in this day, everybody's law is going to be in their own mind, okay? And guess what? It ain't going to be no law. It's going to be survival of the fittest. Only the strong survive. The only law that's going to be implemented is the law of the jungle. And what's that? Only the strong survive. And guess what? In that day, the strong not going to be able to make it. Strong lions are going to be subdued. That's what the judgment for. Is not the so-called white man the strongest lion on the planet Earth? This is his judgment. He's going to be getting taken down. All right? So every strong person like King David said in Psalm 37, he said, I've seen a wicked man spread himself like a green bay tree. But I looked for him and I couldn't find him. All right? So during that time, when all hell breaks loose, even the strongest of the strongest men going to get took down, subdued. Bring it out, brother.
A man shall desire to go into a city.
Come on.
And shall not be able.
All right? And the reason is because so-called white man is going to cut off the cities. All right? He's going to cut off the city so you're not going to be able to travel like you want. He's going to put in curfews. If you break, and like right now, I'm going to tell you, when you have a third world country, the laws are different. They're more severe. They're more draconian. Okay? That means like right now during that pandemic, which is still in the full effect, if you was caught out after curfew, they took you to jail. They threw you in a dungeon. All right? But when this happened, during this time we're reading about when all hell just is brought up to its high level, if you out after curfew, you're going to get whacked. The soldiers are going to knock you off. They're going to send you to the moon. All right? That's what they do in third world countries, man. America's about to be a third world country. Bring it out, brother.
For because of their pride, the city shall be destroyed. The houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid.
And that's the way the Most High deal with prideful men and women. He kills them. All right? He's written in the book of Proverbs, 10 things the Most High hates. He say he hate a haughty look, man. He hate prideful people. He hate arrogant, conceited people. When you come here to America, America is the most proud. Americans are the most proudful people on earth. The few, the proud, the Marines. The Most High about to kill that spirit, man. Them dudes about to go AWOL. It's going to get so nasty, them niggas going to be like, I ain't going to no motherfucking military. The Russians ready to go to war with these weak-ass Americans. And all the women joint heads, they're going to be getting raped every day. Well, in their military, they're going to be getting tended to, ravaged, violently. All right? So when Esau rape your ass, he not trying to be natural. He's going straight for your Duke shooter. I'm telling you. He vile. He the most vile on the planet. So all these nigga women enlisting and saying they can do whatever a man can do. All right, the Most High is going to let you reap that judgment. Okay. I'm going to put you in a company of men. I'm going to see how you going to fare. Okay. All right. I'm going to turn you over to your desires. They're going to regret the day they went to the military. You got a precept? All right, bring it out.
Zephaniah 2:11. The Lord Yahweh Shema Shah will be terrible unto them, for he will famish all the gods of the earth, and men shall worship him, everyone from his place, even all the islands of the heathen.
All right, now get Ezekiel 33 and the last verse to go hand in hand with it. All right? Because when he do these things, they're going to know he's the one doing it. Bring it out.
Ezekiel 33 and 33. And when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come. Then shall they know that a prophet have been among them.
When all these prophecies come to pass and he afflict them and he starve their powers out and all this hell breaking loose, it's gonna get so bad they're gonna be like, man, it gotta be a God in heaven. All right? Because it's gonna be one calamity to the next. It's gonna be after this, he gonna have just a black cloud over this bitch. It's gonna get to the point, man. No. Nobody's luck this bad. All right? And people are gonna start to believe. Get that in Proverbs 1 when they're gonna start to believe. All right? The Most High gonna bring so much turmoil down, the atheist is gonna become a believer. All right? Because it's written, it's telling us. Get straight to the 26. Point. Yeah, get straight to the point.
It's Proverbs 1 and 26. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh as desolation.
Come on. And he's the one bringing that fear. He's the one bringing that desolation. He's the one bringing that calamity. Bring it out.
And your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you. Then shall they call upon me.
All right, when all this hell breaks loose, then they're going to believe. When you call upon them, that means, oh, you believe now, huh? It don't work like that. Oh, now you believe. All right, hey, did that? Wait, I thought his name was Jesus Christ. Right. I just know I didn't hear you say your how about shit on the side. and see, you see how we laugh? That's how the laughing gonna be. It's gonna be coming through a service. We're gonna see scopers, motherfuckers that scope. We're gonna see pastors and people that was hollering on Jesus Christ. Yo, how about shit on the shop, please, please. And the men of the Lord gonna be laughing. Yep. Whoa, dude. You don't remember you was with vocab, remember you was coming up against us? Right. You were saying that we were hate mongers and we was teaching hate. And you said that it didn't matter what color our great king was? Right. Did I just hear you say your hard box shit on shot? What the fuck wrong with this guy? Oh, now you believe. And we're gonna laugh him to scorn. We're gonna mock him to scorn. Abaratazah, we in that righteous number, man. Oh, now you want to believe when the Lord brings that scourge on you. These scourges for a minute, for your unbelief. All right? When you start believing, it's going to be too late. That's why now is the time. Get Romans 13. Now is the time. You got a precept, brother? You had a little bit more on that, right? Yeah. Bring it up.
Okay, this is 2nd Edges 15 and 19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor.
All right, this is your how about Shema Shai. He's making the love of many wax cold. According to 2 Timothy 3rd chapter, man. All right? And when we talking about the love of many, we talking about fathers are going to kill their children to eat them. Mothers are going to kill their children to eat them. It ain't going to be no love. And when it say every man for himself, that's the perverse spirit that's going to be mingled in America according to Isaiah the 19th chapter, man. Okay? Bring it out, brother.
But shall destroy their houses with the sword.
All right?
And spoil their goods.
Come on.
Because of the lack of bread.
All right? Because of the lack of bread. And that's what you got to understand. When you look at these lions and these hyenas and these leopards in the Serengeti, the reason they're so violent is because they just can't go eat when they want to. Y'all notice when you look at a lion in the cage, in the zoo, they be docile. They don't be as violent because they're getting fed every day at the same time. But it's not like that for a wild lion. He has to go hunt. And when he have hit and misses, when he had those misses, he gets desperate. Because if he missed too many days, he will starve to death. And that's why the animals in the wild are so violent. That's why they are so merciless. So read that last part again.
Which shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread.
So when you have a lack of bread, what happens to a human that has a lack of bread?
They're going to become like that lion.
They're going to be just like that lion.
Desperate.
Huh? Desperate. What's that saying? Desperate times
calls for desperate measures.
All right? So I would say, you get so hungry, you kill your child and and cut them up and put seasoning on them and saute them, is that not a desperate time? All right? And it has now your love waxed cold. You no longer have no more love. You only worried about survival. All right? That's why the book of Jude called these motherfuckers brute beasts, man. Bring out your precept.
Romans 13 and 2.
No. Start at 11.
11 Salaki. Romans 13 and
the one you got behind you?
yeah, it should be in the car.
Go get it. Bring it out.
Romans 13 and 11. And that knowing the time that now it is high time to awake out of sleep.
All right, this is what the prudent man doing. He see that it's time that all these things are going to come to pass. It's time to wake up and get your house in order. It's time to wake up and prepare yourself for the wicked day. Get Luke 12 and 47, brother. You got to be preparing yourself. Bring it up.
For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe.
All right. Now, before salvation comes, all this hell comes. For you to gain salvation, what did he tell us? You got to endure to the end. So you got to endure all of these calamities. All right? And for those that endure the calamities are the men that prepared themselves. The men that learned from the ant, you sluggard. And the most I call the ant what? Wise. Because how the ant lives. What does the ant do? The ant prepares itself for the grueling winter. When does he do it? During the time of summer. All right, the time of summer, metaphorically speaking, spiritually speaking, is when you turn on YouTube and you got all these breakdowns. You got all these brothers going in week in and week out. There's no reason why you should not be getting fed. There's no reason why you should not be learning the scriptures. All right? But guess what? It's dwindling. Are they now not censoring brothers' videos? You say certain words, they're cutting it off. They striking your channel. They hitting you with hate crimes on YouTube, medical misinformation on YouTube. So what is that saying about summer? Metaphorically speaking, it's dwindling. The time of plenty is dwindling. So guess what? You got to rape out of deep sleep, and you got to prepare yourself. Bring out.
Done. Verse 12. The night is far spent. The day is at hand.
The night represents darkness, lies. All right? America represents the night. But the Most High say we are light on the hill, man. He told us it's going to be a light to the Gentiles. In this land of darkness, what does he want us to do? Bear a light. Show your light. He said, don't hide it under a bushel. Come show your light. Show the world your light. And that means come teach the truth of the scripture and prophesy against Babylon. Bring it out, brother.
The day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light.
All right. The works of darkness is everything we were taught here in America, the philosophies that we learned, the education that we learned here in America. Those are the works of darkness. Western culture represents darkness. It represents the nighttime. And we are people of the day. And he told us to put on the armor of light. So we got to put on this glorious gospel, man. All right? We got to learn to get this truth. You shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free, man. It's going to liberate you from this darkness, right? From this wickedness. Bring out your precept, brother.
All right, this is Luke 12 and 47. And that servant which knew his Lord's will and prepared not himself, neither did according to his will, shall be beat with many stripes.
All right. So our Heavenly Father say, my servants that's not preparing themselves, you're not around here getting built on your most holy faith. You're not around here applying yourself. All right? You're going to get beat with many stripes. I'm going to deal with you more viciously than I'm going to deal with your average two-third nigga. All right? So the way you prepare yourself, man, you got to read. Blessed to see that reader. You got to go to the money changers, man. Learn ye upon the Lord. Go to the Deer's GMS camp near you. All right? Bring you a pen and pad and take notes. That's how you prepare yourself. And what you've learned from many men, many men go teach others also, man. All right, and live according to what you've done, what you've learned. All right, because the Most High hate a sinner that go up two ways. He say, "Woe to the guy that learn this scripture, put his hand to the plow, and go another way." Remember Lot's wife, man. Don't be like a dog going back to your vomit, man. Okay. When you come to serve Yahweh Shem Shai, prepare yourself for temptation because it's going to come. It comes with the territory. All right? If your life was somewhat normal before you came to the truth, when you come to the truth, you're going to get in disarray. You're going to lose friends. You're going to lose family. You're going to lose jobs. They come with the territory. Your elder brother's going to tell you to get ready for it. It's coming. All right? Your health might fail. Whatever. All right? When you come to serve Yahweh Shem Shai, tribulation is going to come your way because Yahweh Shem Shai likes to see his men endure temptation. He likes to see his men endure tribulation. All right? When you go lift weights, when you pushing the weights, all right, what are you pushing up? You're pushing up force that's coming against you. You're pushing up gravity that comes against you. But what does it do to you? It makes you better. It makes you stronger. It makes you healthier. All right? So when you reject Western culture, all right, when you reject the ways of the so-called white man, even though he's forcing his ways upon you, all right, it makes you better. If you lose friends that don't want to disconnect from the matrix, and you look like, look, man, we can't fuck around, bro. Look, if that's how you living, I'm not moving like that no more, bro. So you go your way, I'm going to go my way. All right, that puts a smile on your Yahweh Shem Shai's face. You lose a job because of your belief system, Yahweh Shem Shai puts a smile on you when he see you leaning on him and trusting into him, man. Okay? It's going to come your way. You got a piece of it? Bring it up.
Matthew chapter 10 and 39. He that findeth his life shall lose it, and he that loseth his life for my sake shall find it.
Break it out, brother.
Done. Break it down?
Yeah.
Done. So in this beast system that's going down, if you focus on growing and trying to make money, get money, and that's all your focus in Babylon the Great, and trying to get a 401k, you're going to die with this beast system, with Babylon the Great, because this place is about to be destroyed.
That doesn't mean don't work. Just put all your, and just study. No, you got to have balance, all right? Because when you study the scriptures, understand the scriptures, we subject to pagans. We got to serve Nebuchadnezzar, all right? That's part of our judgment is to come here and work and pay taxes, all right? But guess what you got to still do? You still got to serve Yahweh Shem Shai, man. Yahweh Shem Shai got to be your focal point. And where you trying to build a life here in America, and you building a life 20 years down the road, that's supposed to be totally out of your mind. That's supposed to be farthest from your mind up. You to cast that shit aside, and you know the unseen. You waiting on the unseen to materialize. All right, that's what you waiting on. You waiting for the kingdom of heaven to materialize. You waiting for these prophecies to materialize. You know America will not be standing 20 years from now. It looks like it's not going to be standing 2 years from now. You got it, brother.
Yep. And everything we're going to lose on this side, we're going to get back. Yahweh Shem Shai going to bless us with 100-fold. You know? Now, I got another piece of it.
Bring it up.
This Revelation 1 and 3. And it reads, blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand. All right?
So the only way you're going to know Yahweh Shem Shai, all right, like people, you hear people of the world say, I know God. I know God. He knows me. Look, bitch, if you don't read his word, if you don't study his word, you do not know our Heavenly Father. Okay? In fact, if you don't have a guide to come and teach you his word, you don't know him. Because if you pick this Bible up like an almanac and just try to read it, all right, you don't know our Heavenly Father. All right? You have to be taught how to read the Bible. A man that knows our Heavenly Father has to teach you how to get a relationship with our Heavenly Father. All right? And when the scriptures say, blessed he that readeth, after your elder brother teaches you this doctrine of life, all right, you start reading it to gain understanding, to gain knowledge. Not just to read to say, I read my Bible. No, you You reading it so you can understand. Hey, give me 2 Timothy 2:15. All right? You're reading so you know how to apply this knowledge in every aspect of your life. All right? And you can become wise. Bring it up.
This 2 Timothy 2:15. Study to show thyself approved.
All right. So the way you show yourself approved to the Most High, you have to study His Word. All right? And He's going to send you a prophet to come teach you His Word. All right? Because what Romans 14 say? How should they know unless they have a preacher? Is that Romans 14 or 13? It's 13. Get that. How should they know unless they have a preacher? It should be wrong. Get 13 and 14.
13 and 14.
What does that say?
It's Romans 13 and 14, and it reads, "But put ye on the Lord Yahushua Mashiach, and make no provision for the flesh."
That's not it. Say, what's that passage where it say, how should they know unless they have a pastor, a preacher? That's Romans 10 and 14. Get Romans 10 and 14. What does that say?
10 and 14, yep. "How then shall they call on him in whom they have not believed? And how shall they believe in him of whom they have not heard? And how shall they hear without a preacher?"
All right, so Yahweh Shema Shai has to give you a preacher. He has to give you a teacher for you to understand these scriptures. All right? For him to shed light on you and open up your understanding, take the scales off your eyes and unplug your ears, he's going to send a man of the Lord with his knowledge to teach you how to seek Yahweh Shema Shai and understand his word. So go back over here to 2 Timothy.
All right, this 2 Timothy 2 and 15. I'm gonna start from the top. "Study to show thyself approved unto Yahweh, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth."
All right. If you don't have a teacher, you're not gonna know how to rightly divide the word of truth. We had to get taught how to divide the word of truth. Okay? The preacher taught us what how to understand these scriptures. Yahweh Shai taught the 12 disciples. And what did the 12 disciples go do? They went out and taught the world, turned the world upside down. Get 2 Timothy 2 and 3, brother. You're already in that chapter.
I'm there already.
Bring it out.
This 2 Timothy 2 and 3. "Thou therefore endure hardness." 2. 2 Timothy 2 and 2. "And the things that thou hast heard of me among many witnesses, the same commit thou to faithful men, who shall be able to teach others also."
All right. So what you taught, you got to teach it to somebody else. The most highest prescribed order is that you have to learn this from one man, and then what you learn, you go teach it to others also. All right. So you have to study what you've been taught. Okay. And then when you get intimate with Yahweh Shema Shai, you understand how to read his word and how to seek him. All right. Blessed is he that readeth, man. You don't know Yahweh Shema Shai if you don't read his word. Most Christians, they don't read his word. They don't pick up their Bibles, and all they do is just regurgitate dogma, what they learn from Pastor Pochak. All right? Whenever they go to these houses you call churches, that's what they go do. They go regurgitate what the so-called white man has taught them, man. All right? Their seminary doctrine, man, which is lies. Nothing more than nothing but lies, man. Okay? That's it. So you can't walk like that. You can't live like that. All right? The lake of fire ain't gonna miss your ass, man. Okay? Bring it up. What he felt played or something?
I don't know. You were telling Jake be messed up in the head.
Jake looked like he was walking with his girl. And I said the so-called white man looked like he felt played. Hey, look, man, we're not out here to spare your feelings, man.
He just kissed the hand too, but I said he just kissed the hand too.
Yeah, all right, yeah, he felt played because I said something about his master, bro. All you niggas out here that have got issues with us coming against the so-called white man. Look, the so-called white man is the devil, the Bible speak up, and we don't give a fuck.
I got a piece.
All right, hey, the faith and the patience of the saints is to see that nigga get took down violently, man, grievously, man. So all you niggas that can't get over master, and you love darkness, fuck you. All right, Our great king say you either with them or against them, man. You got it, brother.
All right, this is Isaiah 58:1. Cry aloud, spare not.
We're not out here to spare your feelings, man. Well, what are we crying aloud? We out here blowing this trumpet. We out here telling the truth of the scriptures. The truth is offensive. The truth hurts. All right? The truth rubs you the wrong way sometimes. It convicts you. If you're a man of the Lord, if you're righteous, it's going to convict you. Okay? And if you on the other side of if you're on the other side of your Habashim Shai's line, you're going to be offended when you hear it. If you love master, you love the white man, you can't see past him. All right, you don't want to come here. You don't want to hear what we got to say. Okay? But we're going to tell the truth, and we're not going to spare your feelings. Bring it on, brother.
Lift up thy voice like a trumpet.
And we're going to speak loud when you can hear it. All right? We ain't going to whisper. Why y'all talking so loud? So you can hear. So you can't say you ain't here. All right? So you can't say you ain't here. Y'all on the corners just screaming and hey, we're commanded to do that. Do we read our Bible? All right? You say, lift up your voice like a trumpet. America's going to be destroyed. In the Third World War, so-called white man going into slavery. And fuck your feelings. If that rubs you the wrong way, fuck you. You know? This is what the men of old did in ancient time past, man. They say Persia is going to fall. Read it. It's in the book of Jeremiah. All right? Babylon is going to fall. Read Jeremiah, the 25th chapter. He told them that, look, King Nebuchadnezzar, Babylon is going down in 70 years. All right? When he was out there doing it, you think he was whispering? He was out here telling that to everybody. Do you think he cared how you felt? Bring it out, brother.
And show my people their transgression, and the house of Jacob their sins.
All right, you out here eating all these detestable foods, partaking in these heathenistic paganisms, pagan holidays, worshiping these pagan deities. All right, we're going to tell you loud, up close and personal that you're off, and if you don't do it, we're here to save your life. We're out here for your good. The Most High told us to raise our voices so you can't say, I didn't hear him say it. When I walked by the camp, they were whispering. When I walked by, I barely heard them. No. Our great king said his voice was like deep waters, man. He didn't have a microphone. He had 4,000 and 5,000 people listening to him at one time. So how's that multitude going to hear him? They didn't have microphones back then. He was testifying from his nuts. He had bass in his voice.
That trumpet.
You got it, brother.
That's it on there. Huh?
All right, so bring out your precepts. You
Bro.
got to be at work, huh?
Yeah.
You're going to be late, huh? Come on.
Proverbs 1:20. Wisdom crieth without. She uttereth her voice in the streets.
We're in a cheap place of concourse. We're in downtown Baton Rouge, man. All right? You got people going to and fro, business and commerce. All right? You got people out here frolicking, just taking a walk in the cool of the day. All right? You got all of the nations down here. We see white people. We see the northern tribe. We see the southern tribe. All right? And wisdom is when somebody's out here prophesying the truth of scripture. She's uttering her voice. They see us. They know we out here. We out here week in and week out. If somebody say something about those Hebrew Israelites, they're going to be like, oh, they be downtown Baton Rouge week in and week out. Our brothers be out here, man. If you don't catch us, you catch our brothers on the other side of downtown, man. All right? So you have no excuse. And when you hear this, you're going to hear a loud trumpet getting blown. Bring it out, bro.
She crieth in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates. In the city she uttereth her words, saying, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge.
Break it down, brother.
Done. So that's what we crying out to the nation of Israel. All right, but we know only the Hophi elect is going to receive this, and 2/3 going to receive their judgments. All right,
But they don't want to comply.
done.
It's written in another place, men love darkness
rather than light.
Bitches love to be lied to. If you tell a bitch the truth, you ain't gonna never get no pussy. They always talk about they want somebody to keep it real, keep it real, keep it real. They never gonna keep it real. And when you be on the up and up, look, man, I like you and your girl. And your little cousin over there. All right, if you be honest with them, they're gonna feel played. So guess what? Every man in America do. Just about every man in America does. Because monoganism is against nature. It's obvious. All right? Why do you think the divorce rate in America is so high? Because men are going against nature. Homosexuality is going against nature. So therefore, for a man to stay in a relationship and not get all he has taken away from him, he got a lot of bitch. All these guys deal with multiple women. But when they come home, what do they tell their girl?
What was that word?
You the only one, babe. You the only one. And the woman loves what?
Lies.
She loves to be lied to. If you keep it real and tell the truth, she gonna do what she probably already doing anyway. All of them cheat the goddamn self. All right? America is truly a place of confusion. America's so fucked up, bro. When it comes to courtship and men and women, the dynamics between them, a woman would get mad at you because you so-called cheated on her, right?
So-called.
So-called, all right? Because there's no such thing as cheating in the scriptures, all right? But then would leave you and go deal with a guy that's being honest with her and tell her, look, man, I got other women. If you gonna fuck with me, you gonna fuck with me. I do my thing. I ain't gonna be committed down by one woman. And she'll fuck with him. But damn, if you was gonna do that, you could have stayed with the guy you was with beforehand. Wickedness. Just totally out of order. Just confusion. You left this guy who was probably did have love and care for you to go fuck this guy over here that's telling you outright he don't have no love and care for you. But you left this guy because he was dealing with multiple women. But you going to him because you know he deals with multiple women. And you know he don't care about you. But he's the cool guy. You see, it's just, that's why the Most High had to destroy this place, man. That's the way the cookie crumbles in Babylon. That's why we tell younger brothers, man, you can deal with a woman, but don't fall in love. Don't get committed. Don't fall for the okie doke. All right? Marriage here is a joke. Love is a sham here. You deal accordingly, you know? But with that, we're going to get infinite honest to our Heavenly Father and our great King.
Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem. We're
going to get double honest to our teachers, apostles, great millstone, and salutation to our fellow laborers in Yahweh Shai. Kwam Yasharala, Abba Abba.
Kwam Yasharala, Abba Abba.
Until next time, which will be Sunday, Abaratazah.